Welcome to Arresting Normality. My name is Aaron, joined as always with Travis from Howie Games and Cody from Stealing Life.
Kind of cut us by surprise there, buddy.
Yeah.
Sneak attack
We're
intro.
going to get it because you know what? It's Independence Day.
I couldn't see Travis's face, but I could picture him just be like, yeah.
But today, for us, is Independence Day. I know it was a couple days in the past for you, but, you know, we should be celebrating our independence from the Britain people who sound actually more southern at the time that we were doing that. And,
y'all hail the Queen now.
y'all hang... Oh. I gotta do that all over again.
What happened?
Because my camera wasn't rolling at the time.
Oh, God damn it. It was your plan.
God damn it.
I hit the button. I hit the button, okay?
You clearly did not hit the button.
So do we have to start over?
You know what? No, we can just go from there.
Okay.
I clapped again, so Travis can kick it in.
So, but now it's going to be just a big stupid GIF in the background for the intro. People are going to be like,
Okay,
oh, I don't want to watch
we'll find
fine.
it.
No,
Find
it's
it.
fine.
No, find
It's
them.
okay.
Welcome to Arresting Normality.
Oh.
My name is Aaron.
No, now we're not going to use it because now I'm just going to interrupt you.
Oh, you're such a
Okay.
dickbag.
So
Fine.
did you want to talk about Independence Day?
Yes, I did. I think it's an important fact. Me and Cody were talking this morning as we were rolling up here with our Bang energy drink.
Yeah, mine's
Buy
over there.
them.
Over there.
Buy-
I want one
buy
so bad
them.
right now.
Buy
Bring me
them.
one.
Buy. I don't.
Can we have a sponsorship?
Maybe, guys. Bang.
Cody, how's the numbers looking,
Are
Cody?
we going to get sponsored by Bang?
I know, right? They
Yeah.
probably want to reach every single one of our 4 viewers.
Yeah, quick, give them the numbers, Cody. How many people emailed us last week?
Do you count the stuff from Google?
Yeah, we'll count the stuff from Google.
All
Go
right,
ahead.
then
How many
one.
people?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yay! Sponsor us, Bang.
You can sponsor us. We have so much user interaction.
Everyone cares so much about what we have to
Our
say.
engagements are through the roof.
Brand deals.
really
Brand
like their-
deals.
I really like their peach mango stuff.
Oh yeah, peach mango is probably the most solid flavor.
Yeah, I love that. That's like drinking a peach ring. Like, really.
Drinking
You know the candy?
Yeah.
Like, what? Eating a peach tree?
Drinking a peach ring. You fucking...
You know those like sour peach ring things that they're made by
The gummy
Trolley.
candy.
Trolley's sour peach rings that you put on your fingers,
I don't know what
And
you're
then
talking
you
about.
suck them off your
and then
fingers.
you're like,
Suck it. What are you sucking off?
right?
Yeah.
I don't
You just
know
gotta
what you're
suck it
talking
off.
about.
You gotta
don't
move
think I've
your
ever
fingers
had
Three
those.
men talking about sucking off. It's great.
in and out and suck it
I
off.
don't think I've ever had those.
Yeah, well, you know what? They're super good.
I was a chocolate
They are really
boy.
good.
I like
all
sugar
sorts
acid.
of candies,
so-
which is why I'm fat. Actually, it's not.
You're
I like
fat 'cause you're
food.
full of
That's why
poop.
I'm fat. No,
Poop
fast
is
food.
making you fat.
honestly, I'm not a ask Aaron. I'm not a huge like candy or sweets fan.
I mean, yeah,
Mine's
that's
like-
true. You're-
Mine's burgers.
Yeah, I think we've actually, I remember this conversation years ago that it's like you like fatty foods. Fat is your fat, you know? I was a sugar guy. Yeah, sugar.
So much sugar.
But
Yeah, like honestly, if you told me today, like, oh, you could eat cheeseburgers for the rest of your life and not gain any weight, or never have any candy again, and
you'd
never
be
have any
fucking
cheeseburgers,
stoked.
I'd be stoked.
You'd be so
fucking, like-
stoked.
After I lost the 25 pounds, I ate like a whole tub of ice cream in a sitting. It was so good. It was so good.
That
I
is
couldn't do
awful.
that.
Yeah. But it was worth it.
Was it at least like enlightened or something like that?
God, no. What's wrong with you? It was Ben and Jerry's.
God damn, dude.
Yeah.
So-
what is wrong with you? Enlightened?
That was like 1,000 calories.
Yeah, and it was delicious. Every last calorie of it.
I feel like I've plateaued, by the way, which I think I need to figure out macros.
Well,
That's-
yeah, you definitely need to figure out macros.
What you need to do is stop eating.
That's-
Altogether.
that's-
Listen, but
a terrible
that's
Never eat again.
bad.
No, never eat again. And never stop running. And you'll lose weight.
Just turn into Forrest Gump.
Yeah. Science.
And just keep running forever. And
Listen, I'm a
don't-
doctor.
You are not
you
a
are
doctor.
not a doctor, sir.
I'm a doctor.
You are not
and
a doctor.
eating's good.
I want a doctor to say eating's good.
You should do that.
Well, I mean, pretty much all the supermodels need to be told that. Like, hey, you do have to eat eventually.
Something.
Sometimes.
One day.
They're like, I had one pretzel. Is that good?
It's like, my mom's like that too. I'll go to her house and she's all, weak and old because she's old and weak. I tell her it's okay though, because I tell her this to her face.
No,
so
yeah,
it's fine. But I'll be like, hey, did you eat? And it's like 7 p.m. by the way. She's like, yeah, I had an egg this morning. That's not enough food.
No, it's not.
One egg a day. Ugh.
Well, I mean, if you're old and weak and that's all you do is be old and weak.
Well, that's why she's old and weak.
Yeah, but you're
Cody's mom, I'm sorry if you're watching this podcast.
Oh God, she doesn't know what a podcast is. She's afraid of the
You should
internet.
show her this one day and be like, this is what I do with my life now, Mom.
your base calorie intake is like, even without, if you sat and vegetated all day, you'd still burn like 1,000 calories.
Right. Just for existing.
Yeah, because you're alive.
Yeah.
So one egg is not enough.
So don't eat, right?
So don't eat
Yep.
and run all day.
I've come to that conclusion too, because I eat nothing but things that are not supposed to taste any sort of edible.
You're doing it wrong.
That's not.
Just so you know. I'm
joking. It's 100% a joke. Like, I actually like the stuff that I've been coming up with. Like today, I'm making a vegetable soup.
Oh, that sounds good.
I hate soup.
Your face hates soup.
I like soup.
Well, dude, we live in the desert, okay? It's 1,000 degrees. I don't want more hotness.
I get that. But then you
Sucks.
go and have a hot cheeseburger.
Well, that's different, though.
Though, is it?
Yeah, because soup, like, warms you
not.
up. No, it really is. Because, like, you take a bite of soup or a drink of soup, because it's fucking water, okay? It's hot water, and it goes through your whole body, and it warms up your chest, and then it warms up your belly.
The soup goes through your whole body.
Your whole body. Then it warms up your toes.
It goes...
And then it warms up your knees.
I think
like
you're
this
souping wrong.
It makes you feel warm, and I take a couple
Are you
drinks of
giving
soup,
yours-
and I sweat. Okay?
Are you giving your soup intravenously?
Yes. How do you do it? I butt chug my soup, okay?
He's like, I take a bath in my soup as I eat it.
It's terrible. I start sweating. Soup's dumb.
I mean, but like, you could
Soup's
get
dumb.
a cheeseburger. You could get a cheeseburger of the same temperature, right?
What about stew?
Uh-huh.
And then you eat it,
Okay.
and then your argument is that it doesn't do the same thing that soup does.
No, you cannot tell me that you feel it does. If you eat a cheeseburger, it does not warm up your body. It's just, oh, that was nice and warm in my mouth. Aaron's face. You just got that nice warm mouth, and then it's good. You're good the rest of the way. But soup is warm
Nice
body.
and warm
I
in
want
my
warm mouth, not warm body.
Okay, then. Yeah.
Is that the name of the podcast?
Warm mouth, warm body.
Warm mouth, not body.
Yeah, soup's dumb,
Okay.
especially in summer.
I get that. Did you know there's such thing as cold soup?
Yeah, isn't that like gazpacho or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's dumb too, though. Because if you're gonna be a
You're
thing,
like, well,
be a
fuck
thing.
you either way.
Yeah, if you're gonna be soup, be hot. Like, come on, play by the rules. Soup's hot.
Oh, okay.
You just don't want to like it, do you?
Like what?
Fuck soup.
Yeah, soup can go to hell. I hate soup. Hey, I'm taking a strong stance, guys. I'm anti-soup.
I get it.
You always take a strong stance on everything that you dislike.
It's kind of my thing.
I mean, yeah.
It's my gimmick.
Fair enough.
You're like, I hate this.
I don't know
and
if
you'll
it's
be like,
a
here's
gimmick
a good point
so
about
much.
that thing, though, and you'll be like, I don't give a fuck. I hate it. It's bad. That
I don't
point
think
is
it's-
bad, and you're bad for thinking of that point.
I don't think it's so much of a gimmick as it is like a life choice.
Yeah.
This is how I exist.
I was born this way.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Just like Lady Gaga?
Yeah, just like my first word was, I hate that.
You looked at the doctor after getting smacked. You're like, motherfucker.
I did not like that.
I hate that.
I hate so many things, guys.
I know. No, we figured that out.
Well, that's because you won't let me talk about the things I like.
No, we do, and then you get off onto a tangent about something you hate about the things that you like.
Yeah, that's probably true. You got me there.
You're like, I like everything about this except
everything, because it all sucks.
except I really hate this thing about it.
Well, we never talk about comic books. I love comic books.
That's true. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about comic books.
See,
really,
that's your fault.
I mean, I don't know about that.
Whose fault is it that you don't know about comic books then?
It would be Jesus.
Yours.
Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. Jesus did it.
Although Derek, the guy who is training,
Training you?
training? No, not training me.
It's
He
like,
is
"You
apparently
silly
a
bastard, I don't need any training.
Yeah, you son of a bitch. Who
well,
do you
no,
think I am?
I would need someone better than me to train me,
And none of those people exist, is what he's saying.
He's like, and I'm perfect.
So
You remember that guy Jesus we talked about? Turns out it's me.
turns
Go ahead
out
and jot
I'm
that one down.
Jesus. Jesus is me. We are one.
Anyway, he was talking about comic books and whatnot, and I'm like, I'm going to try to follow this conversation, even though I don't know that much about comics. And he's like, I'm a Marvel guy, but do you know who my favorite DC villain is? And I'm like, dude, I don't have a fucking clue.
Did he say?
Pancake man.
He did. It was
Was it Calendar Man? I hope it's Calendar Man.
is Calendar Man really a thing?
Yes.
I kind of figured. I just had a feeling that when you bring up something that's so obscure like that, it's got to be real.
Was it Sportsmaster?
No? What? Who thinks of these things?
DC
How?
has
Wait,
really
Calendar
bad
Man.
comics, don't they?
Wait, we need to talk about this for a second. How is Calendar Man a villain? He's like, I'm getting I'm getting rid of the days
This
from
is a good
February.
He plans his
It's
nefarious
28 now.
Leap
deeds
year is mine.
around the calendar. Yeah. Yeah, it's
Oh, so he schedules them.
yeah.
I'm gonna rob this bank on Tuesday the 21st at 10 p.m. on the calendar date.
Yeah. He's not taken seriously.
That's good. That is definitely good.
Neither is Sportsmaster.
I bet.
He wears a catcher's mask. And he has a baseball glove. Okay, go ahead. I'm guessing it wasn't either of them.
No, it wasn't.
I don't remember.
I'm trying to remember what the
Oh,
name
okay,
was.
now I
It was
remember.
like
Because just so you know, I want to know because I'll instantly judge him
Oh,
based
yeah?
on who his favorite villain is.
it was a name that I'd never heard before. I know that. And it was
Aaron led into this conversation with no fucking ammo.
no. Ammo. I'm not trying to like start a fight or anything, even though every conversation with
but
Cody
you're
happens to be
like,
a fight.
Okay, here's the
But-
whole
Not
point
just
of the
me.
conversation.
Travis is very combative as well. Fuck
I am
you.
not.
Yes, you are.
Instantly
Fuck you
turns
and
into
everything
a
you
fuck
stand
you
for, I am
and just
not.
throwing it
But,
everywhere.
Fuck you. I'm not combative.
But no, it was just Aaron's like, okay, here's the whole point of the conversation is the villain that this dude liked. I can't remember.
Don't know who it was.
Going on.
No. It was.
Do you want me to help you out? We could be here all day though if I just start naming. villains.
No. I'm gonna because it was like it was
Who
one
was
where
the good guy?
he didn't
Oh,
have
okay.
a
Because that would have made it a lot easier.
right. No, it was
Well, actually, that kind of narrows it down. A bad guy that doesn't have a good guy.
well, it wasn't necessarily
No,
that.
I mean, what?
Oh,
but
so he
there's
did
a
have a good
very
guy.
convenient list of all the DC villains right now.
It's probably 87 pages long.
Is it?
Probably. There's a lot of villains. They've been writing these comics for years.
I feel like it has
They have
something to
been
do
doing
with
that.
like
how many new ones do they come out with
Invisit
though? Like
something?
on the regular.
You mean like new
honestly,
characters?
Cody. Yeah, like does Marvel still come out with new characters?
Yeah.
why would they not?
There was just
I just haven't ever heard of any.
just yesterday, Arrow #1 came out.
There's a villain
I don't know what it is 'cause I
named-
didn't get it.
Batmite.
Yeah. Well, he's not really a villain. I mean, I guess he's more of a pest than anything.
I mean, his
well,
name is Mite.
Mite.
He's just annoying.
Huh.
Batmite. What does he do?
He looks like a little Batman.
Yeah, he is. He's like a super fan of Batman.
Oh, so he's just annoying.
Yeah, that's what I meant by pest. Yeah, he's just annoying. I think that's a superpower, annoyance. But again, DC is not my...
He's a tiny Batman that annoys people.
Well, I think he's a kid.
He looks like a kid.
Yeah, I think he's a kid. I'm not well versed on DC stuff, like as well as Marvel.
I was gonna say they really need to get Ben Affleck to play that one.
Ben Affleck quit from the other one. That's why we're getting fucking sparkly vampire
because
boy.
Everybody hated it.
Sparkly vampire boy. Wait, what?
Edward from...
What's his name? Robert Pattinson?
Pattinson, yeah.
Pattinson?
Yeah.
Pattinson.
I think it's Pattinson.
Potato.
The new name of the podcast. Pattinson?
Patterson?
Yeah, he's the new Batman.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah. It's horrible. Makes me sad.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy that choice, personally.
And if they do another origin story, I will break every chair in the theater while I'm watching the movie.
Oh, yeah?
Because
so
obviously
what is
I'm
the
going to pay to
real
watch
Batman origin story?
Oh, no.
Like,
everybody knows. I don't have to go through it again. Everybody knows.
Yeah. We already know. Remember, we had this conversation before.
Do you really not know?
Well, I know his parents die.
There you go.
But does he really get kidnapped by Liam Neeson and become a ninja?
By Liam Neeson?
I
mean, he went to train with the League of Shadows. Ra's al Ghul was who Liam Neeson was playing.
Is that like actually how that happened?
Yeah.
Like that's accurate?
He's a ninja.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And he just decided to like cosplay it then.
Well, we don't have to get into why he dresses as a bat. There's a reason, but it doesn't make a lot of sense because it's a comic book, but you know.
Because it's a comic book, it doesn't really have to make that much sense.
Yeah.
Just enough sense to like very loosely tie it together.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Just like this.
And it's cool, so let's not pull at the threads. Did you find the villain?
I looked at every single one and none of them looked familiar.
Maybe he was making up a name.
Could have been.
He's like, I like Schlargenflarg.
It was like in Invisa something or like that, but less stupid.
Invisiboy.
It was one word. It sounded like Invisa.
Invisa. Oh,
maybe it's like Invisibel. And she's like the Southern Belle that can turn invisible.
Invisibel.
Invisibel. Oh.
It's a chick.
Oh, we got to write that comic.
She's naked all the time.
Dude, we got to write that comic.
And she's Southern. Southern Belle.
Yeah, of course.
She's Southern.
Of course.
She has to be. She's naked all the time, but she only carries like one of those handkerchief things because she's constantly dabbing at her forehead.
It's so hot.
Is that a Southern Belle voice?
No, it's not.
Yeah, I don't think we can do a Southern Belle voice. We just found that out.
Well, the good thing is we don't have to. It's a comic book.
Exactly.
We write it in like the slanted words, and then you get the accent.
Yeah. It's implied.
Yeah.
The implied
accent.
Yeah, that's how they do accents in comics.
Mm-hmm. Same way that Stephen King does.
I want to know what his villain was because I want to judge him.
I just went through all of it and none of it seemed familiar. I thought I remembered the name, or I thought that
Invisa. Did you Google villain Invisa?
No, because I wasn't sure that Invisa was right.
It's
I know
probably
it's
not.
in something.
In vitro.
That's a Nirvana album.
Is it really?
It is. Well, no, it's in utero.
I did not know
Did
that.
he talk about what he does?
He does things. Do you remember a villain that does things? Right?
Aaron, you just like you started this conversation and then
because I thought I was going to remember by the time I got to the point, okay? But
are you friends with this guy? Can you text him?
I probably can. I think it's working right now, though.
Tell him to fucking stop working and tell me who his favorite villain is so I can judge him.
You know, it's 9:30. The music's going on right now. I can totally text him and he'll.
Yeah, but then we have to wait. I want to know now.
Well, then
there's nothing we can do about that.
No, you gotta call him.
Call him on the podcast.
Yeah. Be like, hey, so welcome to Arresting Normality. What the fuck were you talking about?
So my friend here wants to judge you. Who were you talking about? I'm just glad he didn't say Joker.
All right, he has texted. We'll see if he
Okay.
if he writes back.
Everybody stay tuned.
So while we're waiting for that,
Satan.
let me tell you guys the only story I probably could tell you about my week.
Did you poop?
And it's a bad one. No.
Did a dog poop?
No, I didn't poop. I didn't poop at all this week, actually.
That's not good.
No pooping? We've gone the other direction.
I think that's not good.
I just I eat tacks now.
Then it's probably good that you don't poop.
Yeah, keep not pooping. I eat tax.
Because when you do, you're gonna regret it.
That's gonna be a bad day.
Now, are we saying tax like the little push pin kind of things? Or are we saying like taxes?
I eat tax. That's good. I never thought of that. My stupid brain didn't even get that. Oh wow, that'd be a good
Are you
power.
proud of yourself,
Right?
Aaron?
You eat
I eat tax. Oh, there's sales tax on that?
No, not anymore.
No more
That'd
federal
be great
tax.
when you're going to like a concert because the tax is so high.
Right? Or
Concert tickets?
buying a car.
Yeah.
You know?
Did you say a federal concert?
Federal tax.
No, he said federal tax. I said concert.
Oh, I was like, I thought you were like, it'll be great if you go to a federal concert.
Yeah.
I'm like,
You know, because you go there and then they
Trump's
have
playing guitar.
with a giant bald eagle on his
Yeah,
shoulder.
of course. Yeah.
it's like this next one's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
I know guitars. I got the best guitars.
be the best. It's the best concert you've ever seen.
Oh.
So anyway, this week I did my
Oh, it's so hot.
semi whenever I want to do cleaning of my computer.
Oh, okay.
What?
Where
I thought that got real sexual for a minute.
Real sexual.
it kind of did. But
Sexual.
whenever you have to clean out your computer, Cody, like when you get a PC, you have to take it completely apart and clean it out every now and then.
Or you just pull the
'Cause
door off and use an air duster. Just kind of get in there. With
I take everything off the desk. I wipe down the desk. I wipe down all the monitors. I wipe down like everything.
Oh, well,
you know?
that's the normal shit. I thought you were saying like strip your computer, your actual PC down. I'm like, bro, that's too much.
I wait to do that too, and my PC's like inside of my desk, so I have to take it out and do that. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks.
I'm so-
Any which way. I did that,
But loose.
and I put everything back together. And you know that 4 terabyte giant ass hard drive I have
Uh-huh.
that has everything on it?
Right.
No.
Did it get corrupted?
So I plugged that back in.
Yeah, it's corrupted.
It's not even corrupted. It just doesn't
corrupt.
show that there's a drive. It doesn't even show that it's there.
So, did you try turning it on and turn it off again?
Yeah, I did that. Turns out.
Okay, no, legitimately though, did you plug it into Alicia's laptop?
Yep. And I even went under disk management and tried to initialize it manually from there.
Initialize it. You'd lose everything.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, you would.
No, that's if you format it. Initializing just gets it to whir up. It's supposed to.
You say so.
But it said unable to do so due to critical hardware failure.
Oh, that sounds
Something
bad.
literally broke inside of it.
Yeah, that's the problem with hard drives. That's why I think everyone's going to be getting SSDs. You know, like all things should be SSD. Or
That's why I
flash
hate
drive.
technology.
No,
That's why I live on an Amish farm.
it's because you're afraid of technology.
That's why I live on an Amish farm.
So here's a question. Is there like anybody I could take that to possibly repair it or
Yes,
Jesus.
there is, but it probably wouldn't be worth it.
Sorry, I have no like valuable information to this conversation, so I have to be extra stupid.
Okay,
Sorry.
So
I get that.
probably what happened is there is a you've seen how hard drives work, but there's a little arm that comes over and physically looks at everything there.
Yeah, it's similar to like I guess a reverse record player.
It wouldn't
a
be
little needle
reverse.
that reads the record.
It wouldn't be reverse. It's exactly like a record player. just with magnetic data.
I have a record player. Now I'm interested.
Good for you.
Thanks, man.
But yeah, no. But so that arm is probably fucked up. It probably either broke in there or got stuck. So all that data is still on that drive, but it's
Right, because it's even recognizing what it is, because under my device management.
Yeah, because there's a chip in there that tells it tells the BIOS, go like, hey, this is what I am, but I just can't read any of the data off there because my arm is broken.
Yeah, because under my device management, it says Western Digital, mass storage device. It just doesn't register as a drive under the. Fuck.
That's your hard drive right now.
Okay, now I get it. I was just kind of thought you were doing a visual joke.
No,
and
well,
I was doing a visual
joke.
Do those.
But yeah.
But you get what I was doing. It was implied.
Sure. Yeah, but that had all of the Arresting Normality like
Backups.
stuff on it.
Yeah.
It had all of my Howie Games shit on it, like including my intro video, which I don't have another copy of that somewhere.
Well, at least
Outro.
You can download that back off of YouTube.
Well, yeah, but I would literally have to like go in and record the outro
No.
rather than having like a file of it.
No. Well, all you have to do is you go into the YouTube studio and you re-download one of your videos to your computer and then just clip out the outro.
Oh, well, yeah, you could do that.
Yeah.
And,
It'd be YouTube compressed, which is unfortunate because then when it gets added onto your video,
it's going to be recompressed.
and then it'll be recompressed. Yeah. But
and then it'll be compressed again when you upload it to YouTube.
But yeah, but it's not as bad as like having to redo it again.
It can have some shitty quality, save yourself.
It shouldn't be that
but
bad,
I'm
though.
just like tilted that happened because I actually kind of think I know why.
Because it was cheap.
It was extraordinarily cheap for how big it was.
Yeah.
Like I think I picked that up for like $50.
Was it Western Digital?
It was Western.
Yeah, I figured. That's okay.
What's a good brand? What's a good brand that you
Samsung.
go with? Okay, yeah, because I'm gonna go to Best Buy later
Coca-Cola.
today because
Coca-Cola's a
listen,
good brand.
you little shit,
It's a
you don't need to
strong
just
brand.
speak to hear yourself.
It is a good
speak.
brand.
You didn't
You
ask
fucking-
specific. You said what's a good brand? Coca-Cola. Nike. I like Adidas. I think Travis is gone.
I don't want to talk to you anymore.
I'm sorry. I get bored and then I have to say stupid things.
I know. I heard you loud and clear. I heard the stupid.
You have to love me for the way I am, okay?
Have to?
I do not.
Yes.
Turns out.
No, you have to. We've known each other too long.
Oh, yeah, there is that barrier there.
Yeah.
Once you get over like 10 years, it's
Yeah.
just like, sorry.
You have to love me now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You have to do.
So
You have to.
10 more years of Arresting Normality.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it turns out I'm just kind of fucked. So I don't know what to do because especially it had a big chunk of West of Loathing in there that I hadn't edited yet.
Oh, shit, that sucks.
Yeah, and that game's one of those ones that there's not like save states like where you have like, I saved here.
You're going
I
to have
saved
to
there.
replay it.
It's either and it's not that big of a chunk, so I think I'm just gonna be like, so this is what happened.
Right, yeah.
Because like, okay, so there's these goblins that stole all the dynamite.
Stoled?
They stole it, and you have to get back the dynamite
Stole?
from the goblins.
Hold on.
They stole
Stoled?
Have you not
They
seen
stole
any
it?
of this game, Aaron?
No, I've seen it. I was just making...
It's-
There's no D at the end of
No,
stole.
I know that, but I'm just wondering if you've seen it.
No, I saw a hot minute of it from Mark.
Yeah, I watched Mark's playthrough of it. It is the
Dumb as
dumbest
shit.
game.
Yeah.
The dumbest fucking game.
It is pretty fucking dumb, but I enjoy it.
I didn't finish his playthrough. I got
Dumbed.
mad. Yeah, I got mad at it.
Got angry, dumbed.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna play a horror title next, though.
Which
I haven't
one?
done a horror game in a while.
Which one? Is it
I
going to be
don't know.
spooky scary?
It's gonna be super spooky scary, but
spooky, scary, spooky, 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 scary,
But
spooky, 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 scary.
but only have a terabyte hard drive and then a 250 gig for my operating system.
How much did you want to spend?
$8 million.
Nothing really, but
Nothing. Can
Okay.
you give it to me for free?
like if somebody just wants to, listeners, if somebody wants to give me a
Dude,
new
nobody emails us. They're
Bruh.
not going to give you a fucking hard drive.
I could dream.
What if that was the first email we got? Hey, Trev, we
Here's a
got a
hard
hard drive
drive.
for you.
We got a hard drive for you, man.
That would be the best fucking thing ever. I'd be like, you know what?
I would quit the podcast.
Thanks.
What?
I
How
would
does that?
quit.
How does that
I
make
would quit
sense?
because we've been begging people
Well,
to
now
email.
it's never gonna happen.
No, we've been begging people to. It might happen now though, because they might hate me.
Damn, bro.
Oh, they're like, get that guy off the
Get
podcast.
him off there. But joke's on you because I'm lying.
So the reason why I
I lied
asked
about
is you can get an internal 2 terabyte solid state hard drive. It's about 300, but it's got a 2 gig buffer on there. It would be
You said
intensely fast.
4 times while you said that.
2 gig Michael buffer.
So 2 terabytes with a 2 gig buffer would be
I
crazy
would
fast.
Fill that up
Crazy
so
fast.
quick, though. So quick.
Yeah, but you got to understand that solid state drives are very expensive, and they're worth it though. They're worth every freaking penny.
Well, I know they are. I love, like, you remember when I got my solid state drive and we turned my computer on for the first time and we were both like, oh my God.
Right? Yeah, I just
Like-
had this, like, when I got the solid state for my computer, I was like, dude, that's fucking cool.
Yeah, like, and I have a nice solid state drive in mine. I have the Samsung Evo,
Oh yeah,
like 650 or
no,
something
yeah,
like that.
no, yeah, because mine's just shit. I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, yours is shit. Mine's the coolest thing ever.
Uh-huh.
And you wish you could be.
No,
as
yeah,
cool as
sure.
me. By the way, I'm going to steal your 1080 while you're not looking. That I am jealous about. I want a 1080 so fucking bad.
Don't
But it's
even
just
worry
not
about the
worth it.
1080s anymore. I think the 2070s are more powerful and they have ray tracing like built into it. Granted,
Wait,
they
yeah,
just
but ray tracing, like, who cares?
it's the big thing right now. It's ray tracing. Actually,
Nobody
they just
uses it.
the
There's
actual
nothing out there that uses it.
Shadow uses it.
Shadow
Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Does it really?
It does.
Oh.
Also, the new
I'm
Star
surprised
Wars
I
game is going to have it. And actually, they just made the 1080 Titan because it's powerful enough. They just released a driver so it can use ray tracing also. That's kind of cool.
Oh. Aaron, buy me a 2070 for tomorrow.
No. I'm not a nurse.
I tried.
You make nurse money, dude, which is killer
You got
fucking
that
money.
fat nurse money.
Yeah, fat nurse
Fucking
money.
fat nurse money.
Yeah, but I have to pay rent and things.
Oh no.
Your rent is
I know.
cheap. I
Oh,
know that.
no. Rent.
It's not that cheap.
Who pays rent?
Yes, it is. Do you know how much? Okay, dude, I just like looked at our apartments out here. Cody knows too.
Yeah.
A fucking 1-bedroom like studio style apartment is $800.
Yeah.
Well, that's because you're in fucking Pahrump in
don't-
Vegas and Nevada.
So
It's and then a decent place like a 2-bedroom apartment or something like that is like $1,100,
Yeah,
$1,200.
that's pretty stupid.
It is
yeah,
unbelievable.
and housing in Nevada is terrible. I don't know why, but it
It's
is.
so expensive. It makes no sense. Like, no one wants to spend that kind of money. And no one has that kind of money because they're all on drugs.
drugs. This is true. You're not wrong.
Why is everybody on drugs?
I don't
Because there's
know.
nothing else to do here. We don't have a movie theater.
Well, they could make podcasts,
Yeah, they could. That nobody cares about.
right?
For some reason, Hair of
Turns
the
out-
Gods is still killing it.
Is it?
Yeah.
What?
Really?
Yeah. Like,
Okay.
it's still
Like,
getting,
what do you mean killing it?
like it's still it'll get more listens this week than the new episode will.
You know what?
That's what's been happening.
You always have to find that one breakout one.
Yeah,
That
apparently it's that one.
Yeah,
Well,
but
good.
like that's not good because then they're not
No.
coming back and listening.
It's
to the rest.
okay though, because we get one
They'll
that's
get there.
sort of viral, and then they get another one that's sort of viral down the road. You know,
Yeah. And then they'll go back and
How,
listen to the
how
archives.
many how many downloads does it have?
One? No. No, I would have to look at the number
It's
right
like-
now. but
that is
it's-
infinitely better than all the rest of them because they're
well,
all zero.
It got like, in its first week, it got like fucking 31 or something
Whoa.
like that. Yeah.
Nice. Hey,
Yeah.
That's a lot.
what's up?
Well, we get around 20-ish a week.
Oh wow, we're kind of getting up there, aren't we?
Yeah. Yeah, it's not doing bad.
You guys are awesome.
I don't
Yeah,
know
there
what
are people listening.
happened.
And I think 20 is finally outside of the realm that it's like it might not be people that we know.
Yeah, no, I definitely not. Based on where it breaks down, because it tells me like where they're from.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a lot in Australia. Yeah.
So any Australians listening? Just so everyone knows, we talk about like, hey, you should comment or something, and it's actually not because we just want user interaction. It's like legitimately we want to hear from you because one of us will personally write back and be
Yeah.
like, hey, what's up?
And
How are you?
don't worry.
No,
It
we'll
won't
not.
be
We
me.
won't realize that we got an email. And
It'll
you'll get
probably be
discouraged.
me. No, I see the email a lot, as a matter of fact.
It'll be Aaron.
It's going to be me. You're
be
going to
Aaron.
talk to me. I'm an
not
asshole. So if you don't want to talk to me, don't write. It's fine. I don't care.
I just want you to interact.
No, I
so
do
we
care.
can-
That's a lie. Talk to me.
I want the interaction
So we
can
could
get
say
those fat
somebody
ducats.
interacted. What is a fat
A
ducket?
fat ducket, brah.
Fat ducket.
You know, like you're making those fat nurse ducats?
Anonymous.
Yeah. Huh?
Anonymous.
Anonymous duckets.
Anonymous?
Anonymous.
What's anonymous?
Apparently he's a DC character.
Oh, wait, what? Isn't that the V for Vendetta guy?
Well, I mean, he's got the mask that got later associated with it.
Hang on, I gotta Google this now, because I don't know what that is.
Or maybe it's hip hop anonymous.
Oh god, my brain broke. How do you spell anonymous?
ANON.
And then let Google finish it for you. Ha, there it is.
This is what's wrong with America.
Shut up, dude. We're smarter than ever.
What, Google is what's wrong with America?
Yes.
If it wasn't for Google, America would be extra dumb.
By the way, one of these days I'm going to find a way to buy the 1911.
I thought you were going to say Google.
No.
I'm going to find a way to buy Google.
Yes, because I have like $1.3 trillion that Google is worth right now. No. I want to buy the gun from Supernatural, the one that Dean uses, the Colt 1911. It's fucking sick, dude. It's sick.
Dude.
It's
I thought you
so
were going to
cool.
say the
Yeah.
Enter
Yeah,
the Gungeon
right.
gun where you could shoot your past.
I mean, that would be cool too.
No, he wants
Camera?
the one that
Camera?
shoots out the word bullet.
Bullet. I'm trying to show. Come on, focus, camera, focus.
Would you guys shoot your past if you could shoot it?
I like my past. It was full of really stupid fucking mistakes. But
What does that entail?
No.
Like, what happens when you shoot your past? Like, what do you
It
mean?
goes away, apparently.
It goes away?
It just goes away.
So what? But what is the outcome, though?
Do you stop
maybe better
existing?
now? I don't know.
Yeah, because that's what I would have to know. Like, do I fade away into nothingness?
Right.
Because then yes.
No, I like my past. I made a lot of stupid mistakes, and it without mistakes you can't become better, because no one just gets handed information. It's like, oh, okay, cool, yeah, I'm perfect now. It's always like, oh, I'm
I
stupid,
do.
and then continue. Shut the fuck up, you little shithead.
I can't find any characters named Anonymous.
So we made it up.
Other than they're just linking me to the V for Vendetta guy.
Really?
Yeah.
So there's
Maybe he's talking about the guy from V for Vendetta, but he was called V
yeah,
in that.
DC villain.
Was he a bad guy?
No.
V? No.
No.
No, he wasn't, right?
No.
I've never seen V for Vendetta,
Wasn't a bad guy.
but I thought he was like the hero.
Sort of. Well, kind of more like an anti-hero.
Oh,
You
like
know?
Punisher?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say, because as I understand it, everybody was really, really glad that guy was stopped, like in actual history, because that was a real thing that happened.
Yep. Sort of. Not really.
Well, I mean, the bomb and shit like that and plan to blow everything up. Or plan to blow the king up, rather.
Because they were corrupt as fuck.
So I think he's talking about the V for Vendetta guy.
He said specifically DC villain.
Oh, they turned V for Vendetta was a DC miniseries.
That seems like a cop out.
That's really that's like one of the worst answers he could have given. That's terrible. That's your favorite villain? Wow, what a douche.
Now you got to show him this.
Hey, dude, check out this
Someone
podcast.
Hey, watch this. You're a douche.
My friend thinks you're a douche.
But don't worry, I think everybody's a douche.
Yeah.
Except for me.
Oh, please show him this.
What happened? Did he say things? Because he cut out.
No, he's laughing about our
Oh, am I cutting out?
Okay.
No, you're not.
I just want you to show him this so bad now.
Well, you can cut it into the trailer.
What happened?
No, I want him
There
to
he
watch the whole podcast just to reach this part and be like, "You're a douche.
You're a
You're a
douche.
douche."
That's such a weird answer.
It is. It's a very weird answer. I feel like if that really is the situation, then like, hey, that's not really a DC villain then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a very sensual way of like making
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a douchey answer too, but that's just because nobody knows the character.
Yeah.
But,
Well, I mean, anytime you get too nerdy about something,
Yeah.
you're gonna have a douchey answer.
yeah.
You're like,
Okay,
oh,
well, what's your douchey answer, Cody?
What, for DC villain? I like Solomon Grundy.
no one knows who that is.
Exactly. So, yeah, he's
Solomon Grundy.
Solomon Grundy.
What?
Solomon Grundy
What
won't
does he
pants
do?
too. Somebody's gonna get that reference.
I hope so.
Somebody's gonna get that. They're dying right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
They're on the floor.
I'm glad.
I just killed a person with comedy.
With comedy.
Oh Jesus.
What?
I'm just looking at my. You see the little thing right there?
Uh-huh.
It's like maxed out.
Oh.
I don't know why it's so fucking full, but
Huh.
it'll probably get really upset with me in just a minute here. It's okay though.
It's moments like those
what's,
that I wish I had an animator, because you could animate that to be whatever you wanted.
You could animate it like a non-bitch.
I don't want to buy the.
bitch.
I don't want to buy the programs. to
What's your
animate
guys'
things.
favorite character?
You could animate it in Paint.
I'm curious now.
DC.
Animated character of any kind.
Well, since we're going DC, let's go DC villain.
I don't know jack about DC, so
Well, name
it's-
one.
It's,
You got it. Come on.
I mean, it's just the only thing is Joker.
There
dude.
you go.
I mean,
That's a better answer than anonymous.
I was gonna say, like, that's the only one that I really have any sort of attachment to or know.
Really?
So it would probably be Joker. Yeah,
I mean,
even-
we
I don't know
Bane.
DC very well.
we just talked about Ra's al Ghul.
Penguin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Riddler.
Riddler. Yeah.
Two-Face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Catwoman.
Yeah,
No.
but the Joker.
No, you don't
like,
know Catwoman?
No, I don't care.
I don't know.
I disagree.
No.
And there's Postcard Man. If there's obviously got to be one of those. If there's a Calendar Man,
Postcard man.
I don't think they went that stupid.
he'll
Batmite?
send a postcard.
Batmite,
He'll
is that
send
your
a
favorite?
postcard.
It's probably
to
gonna
the
be.
place.
Yo, Mr. Freeze is really cool too. Not the way they did it in that horrible movie with Arnold
Arnold.
Schwarzenegger.
I'm Mr. Freeze.
That was so bad.
My wife is frozen, and I am also frozen.
You're making him kind of French.
No.
Didn't he say in that movie "Ice to Meet You" once?
Yes, he did.
Nice to meet you.
And you know who you can blame for that? Tim Burton.
Was that Tim Burton?
It was
that
Tim
a Tim
Burton.
Burton one?
I thought he
It-
only did the first
That
one.
guy is
Wasn't
really,
that-
really hit and miss.
All right, now I-
isn't
No,
he?
the first one was the Michael Keaton one with Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
Whew,
Yeah.
my brain broke.
It was Batman Forever, right?
No, the first one was just Batman.
Oh.
Batman Forever is the one with Mr. Freeze. I think. No, that's Batman and Robin. Batman and Robin is the one with Mr. Freeze.
You guys didn't like Batman Forever?
Shut up your stupid face. Nobody
Batman
cares.
Forever was okay. I think that was the one with Val Kilmer, wasn't it?
Val Kilmer.
I think so.
Because Batman
I
and
don't
Robin is the
fucking know.
one with fucking Mr. Freeze and Poison Ivy and the Terrible Bane.
Terrible man. Danny DeVito.
Bane might also be my favorite DC villain.
Oh yeah,
Bane's great.
that's cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, man. Yep.
I wasn't sure how I was gonna like the Bane they
Wait.
had in the movie when he came out, and he's like,
Oh, dude, I loved that so much.
Hold on.
I loved it. That's my favorite Batman movie.
Wait. He just had a weird voice.
I thought it was awesome.
I'm sorry. Wait.
What?
Robert Pattinson is supposed to be. He's gonna be Batman.
Yeah, we just talked about that.
I know, but they're doing. Well, I thought he was gonna be playing something else, like a different character or something.
No,
Like
Batman.
And
he's
they're doing
Batman.
another trilogy.
Yeah, he's Batman.
What the fuck? No,
He's the Twinkly Knight.
I don't know how I feel about this.
He's
Stars
Sparkle
twinkle in
Bat.
the night, so does he.
Sparkle Bat.
He's Sparkle Batman.
Bat Sparkle Man.
It's gonna be really bad. But, you know,
I don't know. I don't know. I can't
Do not
judge
defend
Twilight
it.
for his acting.
don't defend it. Travis?
I'll watch it.
Travis, I
I'll
will
watch it.
strangle you through the microphone.
I might watch that one.
The microphone strangling?
You would watch that one, Aaron?
I might watch that one.
You haven't seen Endgame yet, but you're going to watch Robert Pattinson as Batman?
You know, I think that the problem is that I kind of figured that Endgame was going to be good, and I'm like, okay, yeah, it was good. I've kind of already decided that. I'm like, okay, cool, it's good.
But you're going to watch Robert Batman Pattinson?
Because, I mean, no one really knows.
No, everybody knows. Terrible. Also, do we need another Batman origin story?
Yes.
Fuck me. No, we don't.
We do.
No.
Now his parents actually had sex with a bat.
And it killed him from the STDs.
That creates
He hates
Man
bats.
Bat,
Oh.
which is a
Man Bear
villain
Pat.
in the comics. Man Bat.
Of course.
Man Bat. He's awesome too.
It's Spider Dude.
Is there really a Man Bat villain?
Yes.
I
Man
totally
Bat.
buy it.
No, there totally is, and he's awesome.
Is there a cell phone guy?
No.
I just want to start coming up with things and see if it's real.
Cell phone guy? You'd probably hit like 60-70% of the time. Because, you know, they've been writing these comics since like 1827. Right. So.
Is there
a bad at managing money guy?
I mean, yeah, but that's not his name.
Investment guy?
Investment guy.
Is there a dude that has anything to do with light bulbs?
No, we got to get away from the guy thing. We'll just call him the investor.
There's like people that do lightning things.
Oh, lightning. Okay. I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Yeah. Like Black Lightning.
Black Lightning. Well, that's kind of a cool name,
That's
actually.
kind of racist.
It is kind of racist. He's a black guy.
Oh.
Is it racist?
A little.
I guess.
I mean, why can't he just be called Lightning?
Because Black Lightning
Because you gotta
legitimately
specify,
sounds
just so
cooler.
people know.
It does sound cooler. But if I create a character called White Lightning and it's a white dude, does that sound cool?
It's less cool.
Would it be appropriate to call Black Lightning White Lightning so that there's no question of race? It's
No, because then it's just
because I'm
confusing.
black doesn't mean that my whitening ain't white.
But I mean, like, Static wasn't called Black Static.
But his name was Static Shock.
No, his name was Static.
It was just Static?
The show was Static Shock.
But it was cool.
It was cool.
It had Phil Lamar.
Yeah, I have Static #1, the comic.
Really?
Yeah, it's awesome.
But see, that wasn't as cool though, because it doesn't have Phil Lamar.
It doesn't have Phil Lamar.
It's not.
And it doesn't have a guest appearance by Shaq.
Unless every single time you read that book, Phil Lamar appears out of nowhere to read the lines for Static, I am not into it.
I would pay so much money for that.
He'd probably want a lot of money for that.
Yeah,
and
probably would.
he'd deserve it too,
Yeah.
because he's amazing.
Static's a cool character. I keep hoping they make like an actual movie out of him.
I think I just saw something with an interview with Phil Lamar, and he's like, "Hey, and you might see something in the future
Of Static?
Yeah,
See, they've been talking about doing a Static something again for years, and then they came out with Black Lightning. Mm-hmm. I was like, well, really? You gave Black Lightning a show? You can't give Static an actual show? Because I like that character, but, nobody cares about what I'm talking about.
I mean,
So,
You're 100% correct. I have no idea.
I was invested in the conversation.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, nobody cares about you either.
Wow.
Well, they don't care about any of us.
Yeah, no.
So
That's why nobody even
No, they care about
unless
me.
you're somehow insinuating that they somehow care about you.
That's what he was getting at.
They do.
Yeah. See? It's always about Travis. Travis.
I gained 7 whole subscribers this month.
I thought you were going to say 7 whole pounds this month.
I thought so too.
Listen, that's not what I'm trying to do anymore, okay?
You're not on the path to be the fattest man on the earth.
No, that's Cody. He's doing that.
No, I'm trying to be the boxiest man on earth.
He's a box full of spiders.
Yeah, that's weird, by the way. I don't like it. That makes me scared.
Yeah, what is this box full of spiders? Why spiders? Like, what's happened to you?
Because
Who hurt you?
Jess thought he was a spider, a giant spider. I don't see how.
I don't get it. I don't look spidery.
I mean,
It was just high.
No, this was like just before we started the podcast.
Yeah.
Jess is like, she came around the corner and saw Cody, and she goes, "Oh my god! Oh wait, no, it's just Cody, not a giant spider."
That's
Exactly
what happened.
That's exactly what happened. And I thought
She's fucking hot.
it's too early. It was too early.
She literally looked at me and was like, "Oh my god, I thought you were a giant spider." It's like, why would I be a giant spider?
I'm like, I was just like, if you thought it was a box of spiders.
Yeah, I'm okay with that because I'm trying to be boxy. Mm-hmm. Told him I got to change my workout plan if I'm looking like a spider.
Right? Because that's thin.
Yeah, that's not good.
Right? Yeah. It's spidery.
You know what I'm just now realizing? We started this whole thing by saying, let's talk about Independence Day. I don't think we ever talked about Independence Day.
We got 10 minutes though.
So do you want to talk about Independence
Yeah, let's talk about Independence Day. We're the worst.
Let's talk about Independence Day. You know, my hard drive's broken. Oh yeah, by the way, comics.
That's just what happens. That is this podcast.
That's how it's Independence Day, is because we have the freedom to talk about whatever the fuck we want.
Yeah, make it work, Travis.
Yeah.
Full circle.
I lost it now. Aaron has saved me now.
Okay, Aaron obviously wanted to talk about it.
Well, I mean, I want to talk about it a little bit because it's kind of funny how everyone, like, at my work, everyone's like, "Oh, well, happy July 4th," and I was like, okay, well, yeah, yeah. And then everyone's talking about like spending shitloads of money on fireworks. It's become a holiday of just celebrating fireworks, and I think the fact of what it's actually
Do you
about.
think that people actually do not remember what it's about?
That's what we were talking about.
I guarantee you that if you were like, "Hey, what's July 4th actually called?" that I like maybe 50%, maybe a hair less, maybe like 40% won't actually know.
Yeah.
We'll be like,
You really think so?
Yes,
that's
I do
kinda
too.
scary.
I 100% believe
because when Aaron picked me up today, he said Happy Independence Day, and he's the first person that said that to me in like 57 years. Everybody just says 4th of July.
Nobody calls it Independence Day.
I don't think
anymore.
anybody knows
But,
that it's
that.
Independence Day.
It's called Independence Day. It just happens to be on the 4th of July.
So now it's just turned into Happy 4th.
When you see it on the calendar, it doesn't go on the 4th of July. It doesn't say Happy 4th of July.
Yeah, it's Independence Day.
Happy Day.
Remember the 4th of July.
It's Crime Day.
No, we're past V for
It's
Vendetta
Crime
now.
Day.
National Crime Day.
Yeah, and he wouldn't be wrong.
No, yeah. Just a bunch of criminals.
I
that
mean,
got away
kind
with
of,
it.
yeah. Everybody just goes around and blows shit up on that
No,
day.
no.
No, I'm saying literally Independence Day. It was treason.
Well, yeah, but for good reason.
But it was still treason that we got away with.
Yep. We only
Hey, you let me
only get to call it
justify our
that because
actions.
we won.
Yeah. If we lost, it would be not even remembered as a day.
It would be that episode of Futurama, if you remember.
I don't watch Futurama, so I don't know.
They actually went back into the past and changed history to where we lost on accident.
Nice.
And they changed the day to the day that the rebellion was stopped.
Yeah.
And now it was like United States of Britannia and like
That's awesome.
and it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
It was a good
But
episode.
I legitimately don't think people know what this day is supposed to mean. Now it's just like, let's have hot dogs and blow shit up.
Right? Just America Day.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh yeah, it's America.
Which, is anybody else completely over fireworks?
Oh yeah. I heard
I
fireworks
don't
all
like
through the
them
night last
because-
night and just like meow.
I fucking hate them.
I can just picture Aaron with this angry face.
Yeah,
He's
trying to sleep.
overly exaggerated fucking fireworks going off in the background. Like,
I picture him like laying down in bed in one of those old school like pajamas with the hat with the dangly.
All
the hat.
crotchety
Yeah.
shit.
He's got like a candle on a plate.
Where are these fireworks coming from? Shut up, you! Shut up! I'm trying to sleep. I shake my fist at you.
Shake harder.
But like I don't know. I think that people have such an animosity for anything United States anymore that they just literally would be like, "Oh, well, you shouldn't celebrate it for that reason anyway because we're a bunch of bad people who shouldn't have come here."
I mean,
yes and no.
yeah,
I
got
mean,
a point.
Yeah.
We are a bunch of bad people.
Yeah,
Which-
we kind of do suck.
Yeah.
We are kind of like the
I
scourge
hate
of the
that
earth
mentality.
as far as
I hate that
countries
mentality.
go.
I fucking hate
okay,
that.
but here,
It makes me
okay.
want to punch people
All
in the
right,
face.
Okay. You good?
No.
So the thing
hate
is,
that.
the mentality is right. We're all horrible people. This
Yep.
country sucks.
Yep.
But so does every
No.
other country
Yep.
and all the people in those countries.
Except for Japan.
People, no.
Japan's awesome.
No, they kind of suck too.
Japan's done some shady fucking
Yeah.
shit, okay?
They have, but
Just
now they're
'cause
awesome.
you like the culture doesn't mean it's awesome.
No, they're awesome.
Well,
Like
and
you
that's
go
what it
there.
is. It's like
General
everybody's
suck.
like,
Yes, they do.
everybody's like, oh, you stole your land from the fucking Indian. Well, where do you think you stole your land
Native
from?
Americans.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, they're not
But,
Indians.
That was, yeah, I mean, it was a mistake.
It was. This just stayed.
Columbus was like, "Oh, we're in India now." I was like, "No, it's not India."
Look at all these Indians. It's like, okay, I guess we're just going to keep being wrong for our whole lives.
Travis?
I'm angry now.
Oh,
Why
okay.
are you angry?
Because people have such a shitty mentality about like where they come from, and they're like, oh, Americans suck. Americans are stupid. I'm like, that's you, fucker.
No, everybody sucks.
That's you big dumb stupid. Like, you're really sitting there going, oh, Americans are a bunch of fat, lazy pigs. That is you. Really? You're just going to perpetuate this image that other people have of you because of a few stereotypes.
I mean,
Because
There's a balance there,
stereotypes.
though, because for every person that thinks America is a bunch of fat, lazy slobs, there's a bunch of people in America that goes, America is the best country on earth.
Yeah.
It goes both
Not
ways.
really anymore.
Yes,
Oh, yes,
I
there
have
is.
tons of
No.
people who come into my house like, God, I fucking love this
There's a
country.
lot of people.
I love being here.
I hate those
See,
people
but
more.
the only time that I hear about those people is like when it's people referring to like Glenn Beck or something like that as crazy fucking right wing extremists.
Well, I
It's
getting back to Derek, he literally has a hat that he wears pretty much every day that just says Merca on it.
Oh.
And he's got a red,
that's
white,
what
and
I
blue.
mean. Is there's no fucking middle ground anymore where you could just be like, I'm proud of our heritage. I think that we have an interesting history and we've done a good job as a country.
That's the problem with America, is everyone is so ridiculously polarized. Either you fucking hate it or
I know.
or you love it to shit,
Because you know what? I'm really proud of our country. Am I proud of our leadership at this current juncture in time?
What are you proud of
No.
our country for?
What do you mean, what am I proud of our country for?
Yeah.
We set the precedent of fucking modern society. We set up on how a country should be run. I mean, capitalism essentially came from the United States, which in its true form, in my mind, wasn't a bad thing. It's when you started getting people who were abusing rules and whatnot and causing monopolies and shutting down little guys that, like startups don't work anymore for that reason. It's not a true capitalism thing where you can go out and do that.
But capitalistic ideologies came from Switzerland, didn't they?
But this is the first place where it worked because we
It was
kinda have a
working in
different
Switzerland before we were a thing.
I would have to research it more because I don't know if that's actually where it came from. And I don't know because as far as I know, Switzerland is a democratic socialist. And that's why everybody points to Switzerland is because they're like, oh, we should be like that.
Well, I'm not agreeing with everything. I'm just saying, like, that's the source of the capitalistic ideology.
But if they're
wouldn't mind being
socialists, then they are not anywhere near
cold.
The
capitalist.
dudes are handsome, though.
Are they?
I'd be so handsome. Swiss dudes? Yeah.
I didn't. I've never made that association before.
Oh yeah,
Well,
handsome boys.
but
I guess I don't see that many Swiss people.
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, no, I heard.
What? No, we were too busy talking
Yeah.
about Swiss boys.
Well, no, I'm just saying if they are truly democratic socialists, they're not anywhere near capitalism.
Well, I mean,
Which I don't know.
it'd be capitalistic, but in a different
In a
environment.
socialist way, that can't happen.
No,
They're
no,
polar
in a
opposites.
less like true freedom way, you know, freedom. But
Freedom's overrated.
I don't know if I agree with that. But
I don't know if I agree with it either. I just say things.
I get where you're coming from.
I mean, and-
we should be.
Well, like just the pure innovation that's come out of this country. Like, I mean, are nuclear bombs the greatest thing? No, but nuclear power is a fucking awesome thing.
Is it?
You know, cars came from here, for fuck's sake. You know, like, look at what we've done with the ability to be like, hey, we're just going to do our own things and pursue our creative passions rather than worry about hailing to a king and doing whatever he wants.
Hail to the king.
You guys are, it's lost.
No, I get it.
No,
I made one little joke.
We can't have a fun conversation.
And I made it. I made it
fun here.
It was
yeah,
small
it was
and
so
quiet.
little. He did it away from the mic.
I was like quiet.
Yeah.
I
Fun
wanted to
is
make
not
a
allowed
joke.
here.
I make joke.
No, I appreciate that you're so proud. My thing is, I just don't care. Like, I don't care about like patriotism or
Yeah, like-
anything.
yeah, I don't either.
And
but
I'm probably an asshole for that, but that's fine.
probably we both are.
I'm an asshole for a lot of things.
There are aspects I don't believe in like really. I don't know. It's hard for me to describe. I just don't think you should be like super stoked on something that's so big, or like super angry about it either. You know, just like everything is painted in many shades of gray.
I didn't like it when people were getting mad at the football players for kneeling during the national
Oh yeah,
anthem.
yeah. There were some people really pissed off
Oh
about
God!
that.
I went to
Like-
watch the fucking Super Bowl at a sports book, and everybody in the fucking sports book stood for the national anthem
Mm-hmm.
except for my stepdad because he has a prosthetic leg.
Mm-hmm.
So he kind of almost falls over every time he stands up. So he sat down, and these fucking hillbillies were like mean mugging him and like talking shit. So I fucking got right in front of their face and then sat down right next to my stepdad. And then they wouldn't do anything to me, but they're going to pick on a handicapped guy.
Right.
But they're doing it out of
See,
false
that's-
patriotism.
Right.
You know, and that's just
Well, and
it's
that's
stupid.
different. That's being a dickhead.
Yeah.
'Cause, like,
but
you
that's
know,
the,
fucking-
the problem is
This guy cannot stand up.
The problem is that everywhere there's full of dickheads, and that's why it's hard to feel,
Yeah.
you know, happy
But
about.
they do it under
anything.
the guise of patriotism because they were even saying like, "We stand in this country," and I was like, "Well, I'm sitting. Do something about it. Fucking choke you out, and then stand for the national anthem."
I don't know.
thought it
I
was
just
stupid.
hate how it's become like the trendy thing to hate on America, I guess.
It's not that trendy.
No, I think it's more trendy to be overly patriotic now.
I do
Like
not
aggressively
think so.
patriotic.
I do not.
I don't know. It just depends on where you're like. If you're hanging out with a group of people that are like, say, army guys, obviously you're going to be like super patriotic, right? And I don't know. I guess I guess nerdy people, on the most part, aren't particularly patriotic. I wonder why that is. You know, what's the disassociation?
I'm too
there?
busy reading comic books
to worry about your
to
country.
worry about my country.
Yeah,
I got to worry
I get
about what's
that.
going on in Punisher's world.
Right?
you
Yeah,
know?
of course. Yeah. Fiction.
Kingpin's trying to get him out of the city. I'm
Yeah.
worried for him right now.
Yeah,
Travis is so mad.
I know. But
I just disagree.
that's okay.
Yeah.
We're
That's the
full
great thing about this country.
Yay!
We can all disagree,
Uh-huh.
but we don't have to hate each other.
And nobody has to die for it.
Yeah.
Not anymore. If you disagree, it's scary, and you shouldn't do that.
Are you talking from your personal perspective? You don't want anybody to disagree with you?
Oh no,
What?
I don't care if people disagree with me, but you know,
Oh, okay.
Okay. But you're gonna kill him anyway.
no, you're just not allowed to disagree anymore. That's what goes on.
What are you talking
You don't
about?
care, but you're not allowed to?
I'm confused.
I'm also confused.
Can you explain?
With words?
Maybe.
Do you not know what you're saying?
No, it's it gets into really political shit, so I would rather not, because we've done a successful job of avoiding politics too much on.
It is Independence Day.
Because we have a view set of people in the United States that are like, no, you can't offend me. Those words offend me. Don't do that. You know, that whole
I can
bit.
hear the gears turning. How do I say what I'm trying to say without
getting in trouble?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Without trying to look like some sort of fucking asshole, I guess. But people in the country just generally have a view set of like, oh, well, you aren't allowed to say things that I don't like. If you do, then I should be able to, you know, I guess do something about it. Like, okay, like
false freedom of speech, you know,
like the people who wouldn't make the cake for the gay couple.
Yeah.
Like, is that right? Should they make a cake for a gay couple? Yeah, because who cares?
Well,
who cares if they're gay?
But
make
if
the cake.
it's their business,
but it's their right to say no.
Exactly. Yeah, that's why you go somewhere else.
Yeah, go somewhere else. Go to somebody that's not a dick.
But people don't do that anymore. Instead, they sue them in court, and the court rules that they have to make them a fucking cake, and that's not freedom.
They didn't rule for them.
I don't honestly remember, but it's...
You're using it as an example, but you don't know what happened. I'm pretty sure they ruled that they didn't have to.
Good, because that's
I'm glad that they did.
I think
but I'm saying that's an example.
The fact that they took him to court in the first place is stupid.
Well, people are too...
That it was even looked at. That's an example of a broad situation that continually seems to happen in the United States, and that's the kind of person that I'm talking about. That's the United States is shit, and you shouldn't think like that because it offends me.
The problem is that people are validating their own opinions far too much, and things that are intrinsically opinion and can't be substantiated in fact. And we're trying to use that as something like some kind of like standard by which we all should live by as people's opinions. And that's fucking wrong. It's stupid. And the fact that it's getting more pervasive in our society is what is wrong with this country right now.
Huh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Anyway, I'm going to leave it on that. I hope you guys liked this video and podcast and thingy. If you do, then go ahead and, like it down there. The button's like there-ish, I think. Right.
Who knows?
It's there, right? Yeah. Okay. And, you could subscribe to this channel. And if you want, you can subscribe to my channel, which is, Breaking the Cycle. And Cody and I are over there and we do stuffs with some music stuffs. And it's been a while, but
busy boys.
Yeah. Well, I'm, getting a house and such. So, but, you could also go over to if you're listening in podcast world, you do the show notes and such, and look down
there too.
And you can subscribe there too.
Rate 5 stars.
Yeah, absolutely. All that good stuff.
Say things.
Yeah.
Please
be like, hey, we exist.
Unless it offends you, don't
call
say
us
things.
Fuckholes. I don't care. Leave a comment.
Tell us we're fucking terrible. This is the worst podcast you've ever heard.
You could rate 5 stars and then say this is the dumbest show of all time.
Please do that.
It doesn't matter. The rating is what matters.
If one person does that, I will be so happy.
Yeah, we won't give you anything, but we'll be happy.
Has anybody rated the hot podcast?
Has anybody emailed us? The answer to both those questions is no. So it's okay though. We're getting there. We
are getting there. I like that we have the one sort of viral stuff. It's being picked up, and it's like
somebody's checking it out.
After we're done, I want to look at the exact numbers.
Yeah, just like the VTOS video. It got touched by the grace of YouTube.
The YouTube gods.
Yeah, they are the gods. All right, you guys have a great week, and we'll see you next week. Yay! All right, bye bye.
I'm angry. Bye.